Hello everyone, my name's Daniel Mata. I'll be your speaker today for the current policy change we're working for of making drug testing mandatory for welfare recipients. Now, for example, if a soldier who has PTSD, multiple deployments, doing this time happens to fail a urinalysis, he can be kicked out of the military with no benefits. And sometimes people with PTSD tend to self-medicate, drugs, alcohol, and they don't get help in time. So if they can lose their benefits, why should someone who isn't even working, receiving assistance from the state and federal government, continue to receive a check when a service member is going to have a lot of big dampers in their life because that's a dishonorable discharge? They lose their VA benefits that they fought for, and they could have got messed up in war, so they won't even have those benefits. I'm just saying this because I've experienced it myself. I've seen it happen to soldiers. Now, when we look at the numbers, there's $59 billion put forth by the federal government to assist people in low-income families. And there's another $2.8 trillion if you add all the states in. So, regulating this money that is going out, it's meant for the kids. If parents are doing drugs, they're not being proper parents for their kids, is the bottom line thing. So, we need to find a way to regulate this money so that kids are getting proper care. Of course, there's going to have to be a contingency plan put forth if a welfare recipient continues to fail drug tests, so those kids are not put in a bad situation. But if we look at the numbers, which you can't just go to your typical news station and try and get numbers, because right now it is very politically biased news system. But if you actually look at research numbers, the state of Utah, which is one of the few states, there's only four, state of Utah, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Georgia, that test for welfare receipts. But if you go and look at their numbers, in 1 year they saved $350,000. Doesn't look like much, but you add up all the states and all the people that are actually on welfare, there would be a huge number change. And this is going to make people think twice before they decide, oh, well, I don't have a job, I don't have an interview, because most interviews are followed with some form of drug test. Welfare, no drug test, I'm getting a check, versus job with a drug test, and then I'm going to have to pay taxes on that check. A lot of people aren't going to put forth their full effort into getting a job. Now, we need to think about the society as a whole. Welfare, yes, it's needed to assist some people, but not putting any limits on it, such as drug testing, is a horrible mistake. If you actually think about the children, they should not be getting raised by drug users that aren't even going to be spending their welfare benefits on the kids if they're using drugs. So, I urge all of you to push for this current policy change that I've been talking about, mandatory drug tests in all states and federal programs of welfare. Thank you for your time.